Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Matt Lee, Interim President of LSU, and I'm honored to welcome you live from Hill Memorial Library on the LSU flagship campus in Baton Rouge. Today, we gather as one LSU family, faculty and staff, students, alumni, donors, legislators, family and friends, united by a shared belief in the power of education, discovery, and community engagement. Together, we're building something bold, something unified, something truly transformative for the state. LSU is not just a collection of campuses. We're a dynamic system of scholars, educators, and experts working side by side to solve Louisiana's greatest challenges. Across all 64 parishes and far beyond our state's borders, LSU is driving innovation through research, empowering students to succeed, and extending knowledge through outreach and service. From Eunice to Alexandria, Shreveport to New Orleans, and right here in Baton Rouge, LSU is thriving. We're advancing agriculture, biomedicine, coastal health, defense, and energy. We're preparing the next generation of leaders. This is a moment of drive. This is a moment of vision. This is a moment to celebrate because LSU is accomplishing great things and we're setting our sights even higher. LSU is growing its impact, and we call it winning for Louisiana. This summer, we hit the road, a statewide sprint to visit every campus in the LSU system, stopping by LSU Eunice, LSU of Alexandria, LSU Shreveport, both LSU Health Sciences campuses in Shreveport and New Orleans, Pennington Biomedical Research Center, and of course, the flagship campus in Baton Rouge. We also spent time with the LSU Ag Center, whose presence in every parish drives innovation and outreach to every corner of Louisiana. And what we saw was inspiring. We saw campuses growing in enrollment, expanding academic programs, and graduating record numbers of students. We saw innovation in action, from nursing labs to cybersecurity classrooms, from biomedical research to agricultural outreach. We saw a collection of institutions that are united in purpose with a presence in every corner of the state, connecting and serving communities, driving progress, and shaping the future. We saw a system excelling in its mission to provide value to every community and every citizen in Louisiana. This is what it means to be LSU, an enterprise that seeks to positively touch the lives of every Louisianan with beneficial impacts extending well beyond our state borders. At the center of it all stand our students. They are the heartbeat of our mission, and their success is the clearest measure of our impact. Louisianans recognize the exceptional quality of education we provide and the real-world solutions our faculty, staff, and students deliver every single day. And based on our recent trends, they believe LSU is the best institution to lead Louisiana into the future. Let's talk about these students. This fall, LSU's flagship campus welcomed the largest incoming class in our history, close to 8,200 first-time freshmen. But it's not just the biggest, it's the most academically accomplished. The average high school GPA is 3.85, and we welcomed over 450 valedictorians, a 23% increase over last year. We enrolled over 5,000 Louisiana residents in this record-setting freshman class, an 8% increase from last year, and I believe the largest number of Louisiana students ever to start here as a freshman cohort. And this momentum isn't limited to Baton Rouge. Statewide, we're seeing record-breaking milestones. Eunice recently awarded 514 associate degrees, the highest in its history, and they just set another enrollment record. Alexandria also set an enrollment record, welcoming its largest class in 60 years. Shreveport recently surpassed 1,700 graduates, and like everyone else, just set another enrollment record. And LSU Health Shreveport recently celebrated its largest commencement ever. These records aren't just a bragging point for LSU. By recruiting and educating more students than ever before, we are directly injecting high-caliber talent into the local and state economies that drive Louisiana's future. While Huron Consulting Group recently predicted that hundreds of colleges may close in the coming years due to enrollment struggles, LSU institutions are thriving. They're standing as a bright beacon of hope for people who want a brighter future. We're growing strategically and working to ensure every student is surrounded by excellence so we can graduate not just more students, but more accomplished and more prepared students. Because success isn't just measured in diplomas, it's measured in readiness. LSU is committed to shaping well-rounded leaders through experiences that extend beyond the classroom. That's why we're investing deeply in the student experience and launching programs that build both technical and essential skills like communication and leadership. Efforts championed by outstanding student leaders such as LeVar Henderson, our student government president and member of the Board of Supervisors. We're creating programs with purpose, strategically designed to meet Louisiana's most pressing workforce needs, such as our growing program in construction management, which we're building to make the #1 program of its kind in the country. From Shreveport to New Orleans, our mission is, first and foremost, to serve Louisiana, and that will never change. We're launching new academic programs in high-demand fields to meet the state's workforce needs and address real-world problems, particularly in healthcare, where Louisiana faces a critical shortage of professionals. And today, every LSU campus offers a healthcare pathway. From Eunice to LSU Health New Orleans, students are training on state-of-the-art equipment and preparing to step into roles that make an immediate impact. LSU Eunice has a variety of health industry programs, all enrolled at capacity. This semester, LSU Health New Orleans opened a new instructional site for its nationally ranked nursing program right here in Baton Rouge. Alexandria is also expanding its health education campus, backed by more than $16 million in capital outlay funding to train more nurses and allied health professionals. And LSU Shreveport is partnering with LSU Health Shreveport to provide joint training programs in cardiovascular technology, cardiopulmonary science, and medical laboratory science. We're building the workforce in other fields as well. At the flagship, we helped secure a $25 million federal contract to develop AI tools for nuclear threat defense. We're partnering with Idaho National Lab to advance cybersecurity in the energy sector. Through initiatives like our small business cybersecurity effort, we're producing talent to help Louisiana companies protect their data and stay competitive. But these programs can only reach their full potential with the support of our partners. LSU attracts the best and brightest students from Louisiana and across the country, but we need our state and community partners to help us keep that talent here at home. Because when our graduates stay in Louisiana, they build businesses, they create jobs, and they drive our economy forward. These programs are designed to align with the needs of Louisiana's economy, but we can't do it alone. We need partners who will collaborate with us to provide internships, to provide co-ops, clinical placements, and career pathways. When we connect education to opportunity, we don't just graduate students. We keep talent in Louisiana, we strengthen our workforce, and we secure our state's future. And for our alumni, the exceptional quality of our programs and our students means that your LSU diploma is more powerful today than ever before. We're not just growing, we're growing strategically and we're growing smart. Every initiative, every investment is designed to add value to an LSU degree and prepare our students to lead Louisiana in a competitive world. Let's talk next about research, because it's not just a pillar of our mission, it's a promise to the people of Louisiana. Our taxpayers, our families, and our communities continue to place their trust in LSU. They recognize the exceptional quality of education we provide and the real-world solutions our faculty and staff deliver every single day through their research programs. This trust comes through in their advocacy, their support, and their belief that LSU is the institution best positioned to lead Louisiana into the future. And we take that responsibility seriously. While our mission is to serve Louisiana, the impact of our research reaches far beyond our borders, addressing global challenges that affect communities worldwide. For the first time in history, LSU's research enterprise has crossed the $500 million mark. This is a huge accomplishment and a testament to the incredible work happening across our campuses. But we're not stopping there. We're working to grow that portfolio to 800 or 900 million and nearly double our doctoral student population, so LSU remains a hub for advanced scholarship and talent development. Earlier this year, we launched a bold system-wide push to position LSU among the top 50 research institutions in the country. This isn't about chasing a ranking. It's about performing at the highest level in the nation in research, education, and public outreach. Top 50 status will be a transformative victory for Louisiana, signaling that LSU is a national leader in innovation, discovery, and economic impact. In today's competitive landscape, funders want to bet on institutions that deliver results, and that's exactly what we're building. We're not copying someone else's playbook. We're writing our own, building a team that knows the goals, trusts the process, and executes with precision. As part of that work, we've visited campuses that have reached and sustained top 50 performance. The lesson that we brought home is clear. Their research strength is inseparable from service, and service is inseparable from their identity. This aligns perfectly with what we're doing here at LSU. Our mission is first and foremost to serve Louisiana by solving the state's biggest challenges and creating its greatest opportunities. We're doing this by emphasizing depth, not breadth. The leading institutions we studied have figured out what they're best at and invested deeply. That's why LSU has leaned into 5 strategic priorities: agriculture, biomedical and health, coastal resilience, defense and cybersecurity, and energy, because these are the areas where our strengths align with Louisiana's most urgent needs and the nation's most pressing challenges. LSU continues to invest in them because they represent the greatest opportunities for Louisiana to lead. We're tackling the work that matters most to families, businesses, and communities across our state and to the future of our country. Take biomedical research. Louisiana consistently ranks among the bottom states on key health indicators. That's why LSU is committed to advancing therapies and solutions for cancer, obesity, diabetes, and food insecurity. Together, our campuses are bringing cross-disciplinary researchers to collaborate and tackle these issues. And while these issues we need to resolve here, the solutions will benefit the world because the challenges we face are actually global in scope. Pennington Biomedical Research Center, established through the vision and generosity of the legendary Doc Pennington and still championed today by Paula de la Bretonne, is an international leader in metabolic health and nutrition science, standing as a cornerstone of LSU's commitment to advancing human health. Home to some of the most highly cited health researchers in the world, it is a shining example of our commitment to excellence in research in service to improving the human condition. Our LSU health campuses across the state have been driving innovation in chronic disease prevention, clinical care, public health, and medical education. And now we're taking a bold step forward. LSU is working to secure Louisiana's first NCI-designated cancer center, a transformative initiative led by LSU Health New Orleans and LCMC Health. Just last month, we welcomed the Federal National Cancer Institute director to meet with LSU leadership, legislators, and many other stakeholders to advance this effort. An NCI designation will be a game changer for Louisiana, opening the door to cutting-edge clinical trials, attracting world-class medical talent, and unlocking transformative research funding. Most importantly, it will bring world-class cancer care home, so Louisiana families no longer have to leave the state to receive the treatment that they deserve. Consider next agriculture. Our decades-long rice breeding program has endured because Louisiana's farmers have had a consistent need: high output, low input varieties that improve yields, lower costs, and withstand pests, disease, and extreme weather. Ultimately, innovating in rice production, which is a staple of the world's diet, is key. That kind of progress is only possible through deep partnerships like the one we share with the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation. Their leadership, including President Richard Fontenot, who joins us today, keeps us aligned with the real-world needs of producers. We haven't deviated from that focus because Louisiana's needs haven't deviated. That's what applied research for Louisiana looks like: durable, focused, and impactful. Coastal resilience is another one of Louisiana's most urgent priorities, and LSU is leading the way. With more than half the state's population living in the vulnerable coastal zone, our work protects communities, preserves ways of life, and restores ecosystems. As the home of Louisiana's Sea Grant College program, LSU brings together the state's largest concentration of coastal experts to deliver real-world solutions to mitigate hurricanes, flooding, and land loss, and to help solve the state's insurance crisis. You're seeing that same focus drive results in other areas, like our growing leadership in defense and cybersecurity. LSU recently secured a major National Science Foundation award to advance national defense and cybersecurity. This investment strengthens our role in cultivating cyber talent, accelerating critical research, and positioning Louisiana as a national leader in this space. When we set a goal, we pursue it with rigor and resolve. That's why we've realigned several research units into the newly established LSU Energy Institute, fortifying our strength in energy innovation thanks to the support and vision of leaders like Roman Hardy. And we have announced our intention to become America's energy campus. To our faculty whose disciplines aren't explicitly listed in those 5 priorities, please know that your work is essential. Breakthroughs in our priority areas depend on the arts, the humanities, the social sciences, business, education, design, and more. You provide the ethics, communication, the policy guidance, entrepreneurship, and civic understanding that turn discovery into a public good. And we're fortunate to have champions like Roger Ogden, whose incredible contributions include the Ogden Honors College and the Barnes Ogden Art Studios, standing firmly behind the importance of your work. Depth in our priorities is only possible because of the breadth of your contributions. And to continue to amplify our impact in these areas, we must recognize that at the heart of LSU's mission are our faculty and staff. If we want to lead nationally, we must invest boldly in them, and we seek to continue to do so. LSU is well positioned to achieve more velocity and enhance our impact. We're especially grateful to the Louisiana legislature and the governor for their support through capital and one-time investments, which are helping us modernize facilities, expand programs, and build capacity for the future. We're making every effort to offer competitive compensation. We're hiring high-performing, nationally recognized faculty in fields that matter most to Louisiana's future. And our brand is strong. LSU is known across the country and around the world, thanks in part to the visibility and success that athletics brings. Over the past few years, we've built a tradition of athletic excellence that spans the state. From a perfect season in baseball at LSU Shreveport, where they are now saying perfection wears purple, to Alexandria's men's basketball team claiming back-to-back Red River Athletic Conference titles, to LSU Eunice baseball winning 8 NJCAA national championships, and at the flagship, national championships in baseball, gymnastics, and women's basketball, track and field and swimming and diving programs that consistently produce Olympic athletes. And right now, our football team is ranked number 3 in the nation. This is more than a winning streak. It's a culture of excellence that unites our campuses and elevates the LSU brand worldwide. LSU Statewide has built one of the most respected athletics operations in the country, with world-class people, world-class facilities, and an expectation of winning. But we're doing the same in our academic world. We recruit elite talent. We are working to equip them with the best facilities, and we set the highest expectations for performance and impact. And here's where our partners play a critical role. When a donor or industry partner invests in a faculty member through seed funding, endowed professorships, or research support, they create the foundation for that scholar to launch and propel their research program. Those investments don't just fund ideas. They accelerate innovation, attract additional federal and private grants, and generate real-world solutions that benefit Louisiana and beyond. This is how we'll achieve our research ambition, by investing in people, doubling down on what we do best, and directing our scholarship towards service. It's how we honor Louisiana, elevate our national profile, and deliver tangible outcomes for the state we're proud to serve. That's how we build excellence together. We're not letting up on the gas pedal. LSU is thriving, and we plan to keep growing because this is what the future of higher education looks like. To remain competitive, we must continue to attract more students, and that growth fuels everything: our ability to fund the institution, invest in research, and deliver on our mission. But let's be clear, growth doesn't happen by chance. It takes vision, it takes strategy, and it takes investment. If we want to recruit the best students, if we want to attract the top talent, if we want to give our faculty the best tools, then we must build the infrastructure that supports excellence. And that's exactly what we're doing. We're planning bold, transformative projects because LSU's future depends on it. These aren't just buildings, they are commitments. Commitments to innovation, commitments to student success, commitments to statewide impact. Let's start in Baton Rouge. The Our Lady of the Lake Health Interdisciplinary Science Building, a nearly 200,000 square feet of cutting-edge research and collaboration space, will open next year. It will serve as a hub for innovation, bringing together scientists, students, and industry partners to solve real-world problems. We're also expanding student housing, adding another 1,200 new beds by 2027 to meet growing demand and strengthen campus engagement. And next year, we'll break ground on a 193,000 square foot LSU library, a modern academic centerpiece designed to support student success and foster interdisciplinary learning. We're investing over $100 million in the construction and advanced manufacturing building, a facility that will directly support Louisiana's workforce and economic future, training the next generation of builders and engineers. But this momentum isn't limited to Baton Rouge. At LSU Alexandria, we're nearing completion of the Martin Family Student Success Center, a space designed to support academic achievement and student engagement. At LSU Health Shreveport, we're transforming a former Sears site into a dynamic research hub, expanding our capacity for medical innovation and collaboration. At LSU Eunice, we're expanding our footprint with a new Bengal Stadium and a STEAM Innovation Center, both designed to support regional workforce development and community engagement. And at LSU Health Sciences New Orleans, $50 million has been invested to renovate and update the School of Dentistry, and another $100 million has been invested in upgrading laboratory space for our scientists. These projects reflect a shared vision to build the future of Louisiana through education, innovation, and opportunity. They ensure that LSU remains a destination for top talent and a driver of progress for decades to come. As we look ahead, one thing is clear. LSU's success is Louisiana's success. Every new graduate, every research breakthrough, every partnership we forge moves our state forward. But we can't do it alone. We need your voice, your advocacy, and your investment to keep building this future together. When you share LSU's story, stories of students breaking barriers and going on to lead, of research saving lives and driving livelihoods, of a university that refuses to settle, you amplify the impact of our entire community. Together, we will keep LSU strong, competitive, and committed to serving Louisiana and leading on the national stage. Because here at LSU, as I like to say, we live for 3 letters. We cheer for 2 colors, but we win with 1 heart. Let's keep Louisiana, let's keep winning for Louisiana, and thank you.